The Immortal John Hancock here, and today finally have some time where I can play games in my classic game room. Super excited, and I chose this game to be the first game that I play in my collection in this room, and it's Pickaxe Pete. And that's right, for a kind of a lesser known console called the Magnavox Odyssey 2. That's right, it was a follow-up to the original Magnavox Odyssey. And you know, this console, it's fairly common. You can actually find them still. It's not that expensive. This game is not that expensive, but it's a lot of fun. And you know, I want to kind of start a potential series talking about forgotten classics, and this definitely fits the bill. Pickaxe Pete is kind of a cross between kind of like a Donkey Kong meets a Jumpman Jr. And it's just one of those games where it came out, it was super popular, and then went away. And there really wasn't a follow-up to it. It was just one of these games on the Magnavox Odyssey 2 that it was fun to play. And because the console wasn't that popular, it just kind of went away. And so I was really excited to meet Ed Averitt. Ed Averitt is the programmer who did over half the library on the Magnavox Odyssey 2. I got to meet him in person and just thank him for his wonderful games he contributed. This is one of my favorite on the Magnavox Odyssey 2, and I thought I'd talk about it, showcase the packaging, and show some gameplay. So let's check it out together. Alright. Definitely would like to show the physical copy of Pickaxe Pete. That's one thing that kind of bugs me about videos sometimes, is they don't focus enough attention on the actual physical media. I mean, that's really the thing that's going to be going away. You know, ROM is preserved out there forever, but you know, these physical copies, you know, there's only so many of them, and once they're gone, they're gone. Anyways, this is a box to Pickaxe Pete, and it's really cool. It definitely has the silver highlights. It's expanded memory. Dun dun dun. Again, programmed by Ed Averitt. On the back here shows you some screenshots of some classic gameplay. And Odyssey 2, the excitement of the game, the mind of a computer. And in the background I have my new dust cover. Very excited about having that in my collection. Here's what an Odyssey 2 cart looks like. It's close to the size of a 2600 game. I'm just going to show a 2600 game for comparison. It's pretty close. But what's cool is it has this handle, and you can use the handle to pull it out of the machine. Pretty cool. And the manual, which is really cool, full color manual. And it's got some pretty cool features. It's definitely got some 80s graphics going on right here. And I love that they went all out with the manual. Again, this came out in '82. It's kind of a late release for the console, and it shows. It's a cool game. Shows how to play the game. Essentially, there's these. Pretty much, you have to mine rocks and boulders, and grab keys and go through the doors, and that's how you get points. And your pickaxe breaks, and I will show the gameplay in a minute. Just wanted to show some of the manual here. Really cool. Just really neat that they full color. It's in good shape, and yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. One of my first classics that I played back in the day, and collecting. So this has been in my collection 25 plus years. So this is one of the very first games I added to my collection. I got some classic Atari 2600 games from a San Jose flea mart, and right after that I started collecting Odyssey 2 just because it was cheap, and it still is relatively cheap. And so this tells you like how well you've done. Okay, and it's kind of cool. I think my highest score is in the high 2 to 300 range, and so I'm living rich. Yes, I am. I feel like I'm living rich. I have, you know, game paradise here. Real quick, another thing I want to show is this, and I didn't know how else to show this in a video. And this is an import, and this is what they did, is they just took a standard US release Magnavox Odyssey 2 game, and they had this cool label they added on it. Very cool. Just wanted to show that. These are pretty hard to get, and it's the same copy. You know, works in the. It's just a U.S. copy of Pickaxe Pete added with the label. So there you have it. All right, let's check out the gameplay. All right, here we go. I'm going to be playing on original hardware, on the original cartridge I had in my collection. And here we go. It's Pickaxe Pete. Simple graphics. So the premise is to mine the boulders. Again, the gold ones are worth more. That noise means that my pickaxe is gone. So your goal is to jump over the boulders. If you don't have a pickaxe, you are defenseless. So you have to get out of the way, and I essentially have to wait for another pickaxe to appear. There's another one. So when you jump, you have to press up on the controller. And I'm going to show you a secret here. So people that want to play this, the goal is to get up here. Oh! So when you get up here, this is where you score the points. You just have to avoid the boulders though. Can be very challenging though. So the goal is to grab the key. That's where you get the points, but can be tough. You go through the gateway here. All right, got through the gateway, the door. Sorry. You go through the door, you get a bunch of points, and depending on the door will change the color of the level. Some people's strategy is to go up high. That is a strategy. It's a little bit easier down here. It's a little bit harder to get the keys though. So you can hang out in the second level here. That's one strategy. There's many. Obviously I'm not the best player. So I'm essentially waiting for a pick. Just have to hang out. Oh, missed it. So I'm trying to surviving though. All right, got the doorway. All right, second door, purple. Two colors I normally don't get, so very cool. Again, you can jump, you can duck, and again, all this. Again, with the pickaxe, it's kind of like Donkey Kong, where you essentially can hit all the rocks and not get hurt, which is cool. Having a pretty good game. It's kind of funny. One of my original carts that I found in my collection, not the first pickaxe, but one of the original. Someone was using like a piece of paper for their score, and that's so cool when I see that. When I find a classic game and they have the original score just on a piece of paper, it's so cool. Again, rocking it pretty good. Having a pretty good game. Again, this is right in my game room. Oh, no. Oh, got lucky there. Oh. Another key won't appear till that one disappears. I don't know. So the next boulder collision should be a key. Oh man, missed it. So yeah, just kind of defenseless here. But as you can see, you're kind of safe. Alright, having a decent game. Oh, totally died. 203. Well, there you have it. 203. Now, here's the other cool thing about the game. So, I'm going to keep it going, and then you can put in your name. So, you can put in your name, whatever you want. And so the immortal John Hancock, middle name, with my middle name there. Well, there you have it. So there you have it. What did you think? It's a pretty fun little game. Not a lot to it. I really love the Magnavox Odyssey 2 and kind of its quirky game features. I like that you can put your name in. Really cool. I'm currently playing a high score challenge on Atari Age. In Pickaxe Pete is the current game, and so again, I'm not the best player, but I can get a decent score on this game. Love to hear what you think of the game. Please comment, subscribe, and like my videos. It means so much to me. It helps me out. I'm also doing a Patreon video, an exclusive video every month for as little as $1. It helps me out. Thank you so much to all my fans, especially Tim, if you're watching. Wearing your hat, buddy. Tim from Rhode Island sent me this awesome Dragon's Lair cap. My hat's off. This is the immortal John Hancock. Take care.